year people are basically setting a lot of goals and resolutions, and so many people set resolutions and then they don't follow through, and then other people follow through. So in setting goals, and particularly in business, so some key tips. What would you say about setting goals?
Exactly.
Key tips?
January is known. I mean, I went down to the gym, because one of my goals would be to get fitter and healthy. And you go down to the gym, and of course it's packed for the month, for the first few days of January, and then it tapers off. It's because people don't have the commitment. You've got to want it, really, for the first thing. It's all very well, people talk about goal setting. Goal setting is no good if you're not committed to seeing it through. I mean, when I was playing rugby, one of the goals was to play for New Zealand, to play for the All Blacks, but it's just not going to happen. Along with those goals, you're going to have subplots, meaning that I'm going to have to be fitter, faster, stronger, better than the next guy. So the one thing I'd say about goals is, as coming from a rugby coaching background and coming from a sporting background, is, I always say set two kinds of goals. One that is short-term and achievable. One that you can grab hold of, grab the rung of the ladder, so to speak, in the first month or so. So if you're training, say for instance you want to lose weight or something, you don't set, your long-term goal is going to be, look, by the end of the year I want to have lost 2 stone, or I want to feel better myself. The first goal has to be, by next Saturday I'm going to have started that process, I'm going to have lost 3 pounds. So people make the mistake of setting these goals way off in the stratosphere that they can never realistically achieve. And if I go back to all the rugby players I played with, some of them who end up being the greats of the game, they always had something. And it was funny, because I was watching the Rowan O'Gara program there just over Christmas, and he had a piece of tissue paper way back when he was a school kid. It was Munster schools, then it had Irish schools, then it had Irish national team, then it had the Lions. And he achieved all those, but I mean, he certainly at that age wasn't going to achieve it without getting to the first step, which was the Munster school. So it's have something achievable short term, but also have that longer term kind of dream goal that you want to get, that you ultimately moving towards, but there's little incremental steps along the way.
Yeah. So sometimes maybe the ultimate vision may not change, but the short-term goals along the way.
The vision never changed, nor should it. You should pitch yourself. Sports people always picture themselves. How is your life going to feel when I have that? How is your life going to feel when I have that Ferrari, if that's what you're after? When I'm married, when I have children, all those things, and certainly it's nothing to do with the kind of, very little to do with the financial. It's seeing that vision in the future and making steps towards it. And you'd be surprised when you start making those small steps how different things come in. And I always equate it to when anybody buys a new car, they think they buy it because they might like the colour, and they think nobody else has got that coloured car. They can be driving up the road, as soon as they bought it, 10 other cars come past, and it's like, you say, Jesus, like everybody's got the same coloured car. It's because it never occurred to you.
Yeah.
And that's why I think the little groups is because sometimes things come in that you didn't occur to, and help you get your little short-term goals.
Yeah, good stuff.